Hi, my name is Trinity Rose. Welcome to my channel, Infinite Trinity. So today what I'm going to do is talk about isolation and the process of coming out of isolation, and how I think I'm going to do it is, got a leaky eye. How I'm going to do it is I'm going to pull 3 of my tarot cards and see what the energies are, and then base what I want to say on those cards. So let's see what God wants, how it wants me to start. There it is. Okay. So the first 2, Weepy Eye, right? The Weepy Eye. First one we have is 4 Pentacles. So Pentacles is the earth element. So coming out of isolation, I suppose that's me sat on top of a box with me inside in it, keeping myself trapped from, pentacles are people, places and things. So that's what I've done from my own. If there is, I know there's many people. I was just talking to a friend there on coming out of hermitage, isolation, being a recluse. There's so many of us out there. So many of us that have been diagnosed as clinically ill, possessed, schizophrenic, bipolar, because the medical system doesn't want to recognize it. They don't want to recognize this mass awakening that people are seeing through the veil. So, they want to sit on top of us and keep us in a box and medicate us, deem us as crazy, as threats to society, threats to the system. And like myself, I'm a very strong, outspoken person. I've had a YouTube video for a few years now, and that's all I can do is just speak my truth, and I won't be sat on or shut up or medicated, and where I am is I'm ready to come out of isolation slowly in my own divine time. Like I was always, I was reflecting on it earlier on, I was always the kind of person that found that house where there was, like-minded people, and we'd have smokes and deep meaningful chats and pool and cards and games, and I miss that. I'm ready to seek that. I'm ready to put it out there, to find my people, to find my tribe, Because last year I did a lot of, last year I saw the underworld. I got introduced, not through wanting to, it just happened, to seeing the dark side, to seeing the dark side of myself, to seeing my dark Kali energy, and how I reacted to seeing the serpent. I met fire with fire because, I was so outspoken on the demon that lives in the collective, the dark underworld, that the way the Matrix is. It's dark. It's nothing but dark. And many people are possessed with this dark entity. They want to shut up the people that see it, that see their ritualistic ways, that sees their hexing ways, that sees their, standing in the middle of fucking circles with pentagons and summoning dark spirits and keeping that thing alive. when I saw that and challenged it, my Facebook got ransacked. I was just attacked, and I attacked back. I attacked back a lot of friends that, like once I saw it, I attacked. I did, I attacked. I wronged some people, and I've got apologies to make. But there's other people that I didn't wrong, you know? Like, I'm not a pushover or a doormat either. I mean, there are people out there that, you know, are dark by nature, that there is no light in them. They're jealous and they're envious and they're greedy and they're mean and they're bullies, and they'll go into the target individual business, the TI business, and they'll go into, you know, their circles and their realms and their forceful demonic groupings, and have agendas of setting up businesses and healing businesses and reeling in people to keep them addicted to them, keep them addicted to this healing holistic business, where they can just keep you dependent on them and get your money off you, and, you know, get your property off you, and like little cults. So I became very aware of that, and it's a matter of discernment, of being able to discern who's from who and what's from what. So I suppose going into the next card is the Seven of Wands, which is the fire element. And you can see in this one here, those wands aren't held up by anybody else. They're almost like floating. They're almost like paranormal activity, attack. But this guy here is standing his ground with his wand. And even though there's invisible forces attacking, and you can see there's a little lizard coming in there as well. I mean, I see the lizard as an extension of himself, being able to live in this extreme heat within the extreme forces and be the extreme force also. I mean, these ones could be his own ones attacking him, or, you know, the invisible realms attacking. So we've got the two of these together, which is interesting. I mean, the pentacles would be all of the elements in one. So, I mean, that could be me. I mean, I'm doing a reading here for me, and you can relate if, you know, I'm sure there's plenty that will relate. Sitting on myself, which is precious. Gathered 4 extra pentacles here. I mean, I've been pulling cards for years. There's many pentacles I've pulled. That box is full of pentacles. It's not just 4. 4 more pentacles, which are precious, but not in the box, outside of the box. I'm wearing green, heart chakra, and it's a gentle colour green. So I do feel more gentle today, even though I know that this world is out there ready to attack. I mean, I'm ready to go back out slowly, and perhaps it's waiting for me to come out to play a game again. So, like, in this year and a half of being practically in isolation, I mean, I go out and I do my stuff. I'm not saying I'm locked in or anything like that, but I needed that time to be able to discern, like, how am I going to live in this world with all this? How am I going to have friends? How am I going to have connections if I'm going to be thinking everybody is of the dark? So let's see what the next card is. I mean, I'm not afraid whatsoever. I mean, like at the beginning, these forces were trying to, you know, I had 2 cases of sleep paralysis and about 3 real demonic entities attacking me in my sleep, and I haven't had any of that since. I have amazing dreams because I didn't tolerate it. I stood up to it. I didn't tolerate it. So I know it knows I'm ready to come back out again, and I know it's afraid of me. But I don't want to be against the world. I don't want to think everybody is what I thought, because I did. I thought that this thing had completely possessed everybody except me. But I know that that's not the case. I know it's not the case. It couldn't possibly be the case. I know there's 144,000 incorruptibles out there. Oh, 2 cards. I'll take them. Just as I said, what was I saying when they flew out there? 144,000 incorruptibles, and the devil flew out. The devil flew out. So that's confirmation for me that this thing, like, I'm not afraid of it, for fuck's sake. I'm not afraid of the dark. Literally, I'm not afraid of the dark as well, like. And the second one is the 5 of Wands. We've gone from the 7 of Wands down to the 5 of Wands, and that's the battling card. So this thing is really in its this thing is really listening right now. This thing is really, really listening right now. And I refuse to stay a recluse. I refuse. I had to be this way, but there's no fucking way I'm going staying like this. Being a person that's got so much to do and so much to say and so many places to go and so much love within me, so much powerful love, so much powerful fire. So I can be a devil, I can, for the light. I mean, I totally believe that we're quantum jumping, and that we can get through the veil and go to the other side, which is a utopian reality where money isn't fucking used. Money is not used whatsoever, where we look back and say, remember money? Remember money, like a highly technological, like the Venus Project, free energy, the height of technology, like, because that's what we are. That's our potentiality, is to be technological geniuses, loving, fierce warriors that will just cut it out with our blade, with our sword, our obsidian sword. My obsidian sword. Obsidian, you know, it's more effective than surgical steel, like. So this devil thing that just popped out can kiss my ass, because I'm ready to re-emerge, and I'm ready to make amends with people that I hurt, because I did attack. I had to, when I saw this thing coming back at me through Facebook and through my system and through people. It's like, you know, I turned on the world and the world turned on me. But it was the most enlightening, magical, euphoric year and a half for me. Being in my elements, being in my technological state, because we're in the internet. We're in a computer, we're in a computerized system, an organic computerized system. You know, and so many people last year, early last year, were trying to really push ayahuasca on me, really push me to go into this system which was riddled. I was not going in there. I was not going in there. Needless to say, like, I want to explore different methods, but with a shaman that I trust, with people that I trust, because you can't trust these money-making rackets, these guys that like want to consume you, waiting for you to go in to the medicine and take you over. I can't be taken over. I mean, I went to a hypnotist years and years ago, and I was the only one that couldn't be hypnotized. I went to a show and I went up on stage and I couldn't be hypnotized, but like the people that were, everyone that was up on the stage, and the majority, from what I saw, they were running around chasing leprechauns, and you know, they were doing it for days. I'm sure that did so much damage to their psyche. I mean, how do you know, how can you trust these people that they don't want to take over your body, mind and spirit? So let's just pull one more, now that the energy, I don't know, let's see what the darkness thinks of what I just said. Have you anything to say for yourself? Let's see what our beautiful God Ra has to say. What do you want to get this card when you're ready? I love my cards. I love these ones there. I love the pink in the back. I've become a pink lover. I told you in one of the videos that my house was burnt down. I lost everything, absolutely everything, except for the bag I had on my back. Lost everything. And now, thank God, I've got like a beautiful little house. Everything went. I mean, my old house was just full of life, but it had to go. I mean, I'm not condoning the people that have been arrested. They've arrested 2 people. But people that in my village, they were so horrible. One person said that I burnt down my own house, and it felt like the village and the community turned against me because I was so radical. I was so different, walking around on my feet and walking around dressed like a goddess with my fabrics. And they turned against me, So I'm in a new community. I keep myself to myself. I mean, I'm just starting to kind of say hi to people because I've been hurt. I've been hurt by my last community, but it was so. I'm in a new community, I have a new home, I'm after decorating it. I've made most things in the house myself, which my last house, I bought everything there. So here, everything, there's stuff that are I salvaged from a junk heap that's just up the road. And it's very organic, my house, and it's not cluttered. My last house was extremely, I was minimalistic but cluttered at the same time, if you can make any sense of that. So, these 2. Okay, see this one here, the 3 of Cups. I call that one the Whore of Babylon. That's just something I did with my cards last year, because I told you in the last video what I believe the 144, the 144,000 are about is being of service to God, being on mission, because prophecy is God is taking the Whore of Babylon and wiping it, which is the economy, which is the money system, the greed system. And the 3 of Cups, my Whore of Babylon card, just came up. So, I mean, that's what's going on. We're in prophecy, biblical, not just biblical. We're in these times where everything is being wiped. The old has been wiped. The old matrix has been wiped. So that's what's coming up, because we have the devil, 5 of Wands, 7 of Wands, this energy that knows, I know it so well, has come up, and we have the Temperance card. Tempering the system, balancing it out, which means a lot has to be burnt. It has to be burnt. It has to be burnt out. It has to be killed. Because these cards that there was another few, there was too many that came out, but the Death card came out as well. So there has to be a lot of deaths, and a lot of people are being killed. People are being killed off because they're not of God's way. They're not of God's liking, of God's approval. And it's been tempered. I mean, that's a major arcana. And my Whore of Babylon card coming out, because I know it so well. It knows I'm coming back out into the system. But I'm ready, like, I'm not going to be angry. I've gotten over my anger. There's nothing that can shake me anymore. I mean, last year I was like, and I'm not going to deal with it that way anymore. I'm not going to be thrown in jail cells anymore. I'm not going to be going around with my can drinking fuck the world and then getting thrown in a jail cell just for walking around with a can in my hand. So like, this time has been so precious and so needed and so vital for me to temper myself and for me to be able to deal with this energy, with this matrix system that's been burnt to the ground, and find my tribe. Because it's not going to come to my door. I'm going to have to go out there. And I sent out 1 or 2 messages this evening to say that you know, I'm needing to reconnect. I'm needing to reconnect. Now there's a brother here that like we're back and forth with chats, and I'm hoping that he'll do a video with me because he's got a lot to add to what I'm saying now. So hopefully I'll have a guest on my channel over the next 2 weeks. Hopefully he'll do it, because we vibe off each other very well, and I think it will be of great assistance for my tribe. My tribe. So I'll leave it at that, and thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like and share, and until the next video, take care. Ciao.